What about now? You can hear me now. What is going on there? Well, you know what? That's okay. We're not going to worry about that right now. Not a big deal. Something weird going on. Thank you, From. I appreciate that. I don't know what was going on there. It must have a different microphone as like my default when it boots up from what it is. So what it is what it is. Thank you, From. I appreciate that. I literally just said I had a really good feeling we were going to get the Shiny Alpha Charmander today. After that, I'm not sure. After that, I think I've lost a little bit of confidence. But I hope you're doing good, From. Thanks for stopping in. Pung. I hope this is the correct one. At Pung. If you're in the Discord, make sure you are. That way you can be notified as to when I stream all the time. YouTube says it does that, but I don't know. It don't work like it should. Discord, you know, you can set up the notifications pretty well. So, we're doing this. That's it. We're doing this the whole time. I hope everyone's having a good day. If we phase, hopefully I see it. Dorian, welcome on in. You guys can't really see it, but what we could do is I forgot we have this. So we're going to do this. This is more for you guys than it is for me, but it's also a little bit for me. There you go. Can you guys see those now a little bit better? Probably. Make sure we're running here. I've gotten really good at this and like the numbers and everything as to like how we're supposed to do this, so. But I hope you guys are having a good day. This way you guys get to see the checks, at least a little bit. I feel like all the time on these short streams you ain't seen them. Zacho, I ask that you say what you say in English, because if it's not in English, I don't know what you're saying, and it could be bad words. Could be great words, but it could be bad words. So, I'm doing good, Dorian. Doing good. How are you? I hope you're well. A lot of things been happening over the last weekend here at the Moyer household. Lots of interesting things. I'll just talk to you guys about my day. How about that? So yesterday, I got up. You just want to see Bulbasaur? Oh, gotcha. Unfortunately, we won't see Bulbasaur. We are only checking Charmander and Tepig. If we get the Tepig, we get the Tepig. I'm quitting this for a minute. I'm doing other stuff. No, I know, Zacho. I'm sorry. Maybe on a different day. If you subscribe and stick around, I'm sure eventually I'll get around to doing Bulbasaur. Welcome on in, Slugger. Thanks for lurking. What has happened? All right, so I got up Sunday morning. Pretty early. Archie needed some food. You could tell he was fussing. So I go into the kitchen to go make him a bottle. And the cats are playing with an incredibly small snake. I am dumbfounded by what I am looking at. I am like, what in the world is going on here? Are they playing with a snake? They were. I was blowing my nose, so I used the paper towel I blew my nose with, because I didn't notice it right away. The cats, they're just over there all the time where they were. It was in like a weird spot for them. So when I adjusted myself to the surroundings, I was like, oh my god, that's a snake. I picked it up. It was like I don't know what kind of snake it is. How can you not be going for Bulbasaur? That's a good question. I don't change the colors of everything unless, you know what we're going for. I don't really change it ever, but I could change the border to a different color. Man, this hunt in particular has made me really realize I would like a controller that can do macros just for this. To your home and get a shine like previous games. We'll see. That'd be pretty cool. What do you think it would be like? Victini? Have we gotten Victini yet? What's one we haven't gotten? Victini, I could see. I could see what are the mythicals in Gen 6? What mythical did we get from X and Y? Melodia, we already have one. Maybe like Hoopa. Oh, Hoopa would be sick. All right, no, I hope Hoopa. So yeah, I had a snake. Picked it up, threw it out. That was that. Emily was pissed. She was like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I don't know if you want me to tell you what happened just now. She was pissed. She was like, he's hungry. You gotta feed him because he's crying and stuff. It like took me a second. I was like, what is going on? It's like a garden snake? Yeah, it was like really small. It was like bigger than a worm, but not as big as you would expect. Like if I said the word snake, you would probably think it'd be bigger, but it was like small. It was only like, can't have been bigger than like 6 inches. It was really short lengthwise. So, and by the way, I realize you guys might not see the checks in full because I kind of have this like smaller. I could do this. You guys can see a little bit more. There we go. I've gotten really good at knowing which numbers. So for where I have the pin personally, around 64 it despawns, and then around 51 they respawn. So if I go to 51, there they are. If I go to 64, see the Charmander disappeared. And I'm pretty sure it's gone. Yeah, it didn't pop back in. If it popped back in, I think it would be there, but there you go. She would have freaked out. I know, that's what I'm saying. And then I would have been like in bed and been like, what did you just say? Am I dreaming right now? Did you say there's a snake in the kitchen? How big? I'd be like prepared to get like the biggest snake in the world, and then I would have walked in there and been like, this is what you're freaking out about? I think it's a good thing then, I guess, that like it was me that went to go feed him, because I was pretty calm about the whole thing. Mostly because I was like, yeah, it's a snake, but it was so small. I was like, there's no way. Anaconda, I doubt it. I was like, there's no way that it can do anything to me. And the cats were playing with it. I felt bad for the snake. Honestly. I was like, oh my god, these cats are like batting it around like a toy. Because we use like strings and stuff for them to play with. Because there's all the treats. Yeah, they were just playing with it. So they probably were having fun. I don't know how it got in the house. So that's been my only like anxiety. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm a pretty anxious person. And I just so I put up a camera in the back. I had like an extra camera I hadn't put up yet. And now I'm wishing I had put it up where I was planning on putting it up. So I was like, screw it, I gotta put this thing up. And then we had to like, the door that's over there where the snake came in by. Well, I don't know if the snake came in through the door. I'm hoping that's where it came in from because I've sealed that up. But the door leads into our garage. The weather stripping, which if you don't know what that is, it's just if you look at your outside doors, they usually have a seal between the frame and the door to help with like the outside air from getting out of your house or whatever. Typically, I don't know if every outside door has something like this, but check out your outside door next time you're around there. See if it's got any sort of like it's usually like rubber or anything. But that stripping had been like, it has been pretty holy, like, and not in a biblical sense. It had a bunch of holes in it and stuff, and I've kind of put off on replacing it, and then I was like, I gotta replace it, so I replaced that today. And then that's Alpha Charmander like 5 times. That's crazy. That was a different one every time, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'm like walking far enough away to get, I think these are new checks every time. It's just crazy when I see Alpha Charmander. I phased a ton, so I know we're definitely cooking this, because if I hadn't phased, then I like how, by the way, when I did this the other day, when I found out you guys really couldn't see the checks, I like zoomed in on OBS for you guys to see it, and I forgot it's literally got a native zoom on the Switch too, so this is way better because I don't have to do like any fidgeting on OBS. I just do it all in the thing. Pretty cool. It's actually a pretty neat tool. I kind of wish more games had this, or like the other consoles. I mean, this is like one of the most like useful tools I've ever had in anything. It's really nice. Maybe other consoles have this ability, but Zoom? Yeah, I'm on Zoom right now, dude. Hit me up. Hit me up on game chat right now. And then connect a webcam to your Switch, and then hit me up on game chat. Right now, Dorian. You won't. You friggin' won't. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. That'd be funny, though. Could you imagine this gameplay being my gameplay zoomed in with Dorian underneath it? Not even like audio from Dorian, because I have the Switch source muted right now, so you wouldn't even be able to hear him. It'd just be there. Oh man, you wouldn't be able to see anything either. Like as the viewer, it would be impossible to see anything at like this resolution. It'd be ridiculous. You'd have to have your phone like right here. Ain't no way. Yeah, I've phased a ton already. Not as much as Carly has phased on Mareep. But I was like, man, she has really bad luck. And I'm like, now I'm doing this. I'm like, maybe it's not just bad luck. Maybe this is just what we're in for if we want to shiny alpha hunt a lot of these Pokemon. We're getting a ton of checks though, I must admit. But I will also say that this is I am missing perms a little bit, so maybe with the DLC though, we'll get an easier way to do this. Somehow, that'd be nice. If I could permanently overload spawns without having to set them up like this, then I think I would just do that instead. Although you get less checks. Like this still technically gives you like a mondo amount of checks. There's a spawn behind the Hippowdon, by the way. It's just hard to see sometimes. I figure if I see the shiny, it'll pop up because like these two spawns kind of share a spot, right? So if something shines, it'll stay there, but it could be on the left or it could be on the right every time I do this. And we do get to see the notification if the sun's getting low. That's good. So like if something does shine and we don't see it on the left, eventually we'll see it on the right. So that's what I'm not really worried too much about missing anything. So if you ever like, Clockwork has definitely not seen this left spawn the whole time he's been doing this because that dumb hippo's in the way. Trust me, I'm past the point of caring now. I was caring and now I'm like, no, I don't even care if I can see them when they spawn in. If they're shiny, they'll stay there. They ain't going anywhere. I'm not losing them. So on macro, this would be so nice. So I'm very, very much thinking about getting the controller. I still just don't know if I can justify the buy. I don't know. It's like, so like I have a perfectly fine like Switch 2 controller. It works well and I love using it. It's a really good controller, but like I don't need another controller. I feel like I have so many as it is. But people say it's a good controller for other stuff than, you know, not just macros. And the one of the 8-bit Duke controllers I have is pretty old, so I'd probably get rid of it. But I'm not fibbing, I swear. Mr. Fibonacci over here. If you're just stopping in, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm just gonna stream for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be live for so long, but we're just doing this for a little bit. I'd be doing it anyway. I figured I'd stream it. Ooh. Let's see what else happened. Friday night, I broke the toilet seat. Wiping my butt. I broke it. It just snapped on one side. I don't know how else to explain it. That's all there was to it. I'm not, you know, not much else to say on the matter, honestly. We have to do this every time. That's okay. Buddy, how? I'm just fat, I guess. I really don't know. I really don't know, Dorian. But I had to replace that. That wasn't too hard to replace though, because I've gotten pretty good at. Ooh, nope, that's fine. There we go. Much better. Okay, sorry. I had to make sure we had that all set up. Setting that up every time is a little annoying, but it does help me see them too when I'm doing these with sunglasses on, so I'm sorry. It's all good. I just went and bought the same model and it was pretty easy to flip them out. I didn't have to even like take off any of the screws or anything, so that wasn't too bad. Hefty asked me to fix his closet door as a joke. Started to fix it. Oh, that's so funny. That's like the dad in the story, and it's just like, you got something that needs fixing? Hold on, let me check it out. You buy me materials, you know, if I got nothing else better to do. Maybe I will fix it. You got a shiny Sandile, Trent? That's awesome. I love that. Have you gotten the charm yet, or is it just like a random one you found? That's pretty cool. I found a couple of random ones. I think the Sandile was one of them. Was one of the ones I found before I had charm, so it's cool. It's awesome. So, flipping out the toilet seat, that was pretty easy. Wasn't too hard at all, honestly, because I just got the same one. So I didn't have to mess with the fittings or anything. I just had to pop the cap off and then slide the old one off and slide the old one or the new one in. Pretty simple fix. That was like easy. What level does Vanillish evolve? It's pretty late. I know that. It's like a pseudo legendary kind of level scheme. It's ridiculous. Welcome on in. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Toto? But like in kanji or whatever for some reason? Or is that a font? I don't know. Yeah, it's like late because I thought I should have had it too, and then I kept looking and I looked it up online and it was like, yeah, it's like 48, and I was like, what the hell? It's like ridiculously high because I thought it was like an ice stone. Nope. Nope, it just is a ridiculously late time when it evolves. That's why like it's such a it's like such a joke of a Pokemon. Like it doesn't even have good stats after all that either, so it's like, why would you even bother? That's why I hate that Pokemon. It's just 49, dude. It's like right there. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, and it's like not even that good. I swear I thought so too. Yeah, it's like a pseudo legendary, dude. It's like 49 is ridiculous. Why would you ever make a Pokemon like this? It's awful. I forgot that was one of the reasons why I hated it, because I haven't like used one in forever, because why would I? But then I needed one for the Pokédex in this game, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Who the hell is touching this ice cream cone and using it? That's not, no one is. Not a soul. Nope. You meant to add it to the team? Why? That's okay though. There's not honestly that many like pure ice types. Well, that's not true. Glalie is literally in the game and it has a mega, so just use Glalie. What are you doing? Use Glaceon. Use Frostlass. You got better options. Hell, use Abomasnow, man. Use Avalugg. We got Avalugg in this game. Brother, we have Avalugg at home. Avalugg at home is just Vanillite. I wanted a good ice type. There's so many other good ones though, bud. What are you doing? So many other good ones. That ice cream cone. Are its stats any good? I think they're trash, right? Or am I wrong? What is the BST of that ice cream cone? You did use Glaceon. Oh, fair. See, well, there you go. Apparently, Glaceon's one of the best ice types because people use it all the time in competitive and ranked. I think the ranked thing is cool. It's like, it's not, you don't take it too seriously, and I think it's a fun time. It's it's a nice, like, fun, casual, like, thing to pick up and just, like, play. And then you're like, well, everyone's using the OP stuff. Well, yeah, you can use it too. You know? Or if, like, there's a meta, you can counter it. It ain't hard. I need to see the number. We can't lose the number, guys. We'll see if we phase on stream. I've been phasing it pretty often. So I fully expect us just to phase today. I don't expect to get in a shalpha, but I wish. I'm chaining myself to doing this until we get at least one shalpha. And then once I get a shalpha, I'm done. I'm doing something else. But I at least want a shalpha Tepig or a shalpha Charmander. I would prefer Charmander, honestly, but like Tepig would be great too. So. Gyre. What? YouTube held that. Dorian, just so you know. I don't know why. Didn't want the world to. No, he's like, yeah, fair, Gyre. If you're just jumping into the stream right now, make sure you like, Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate everyone that stopped out. I hope you have a fantastic evening ahead of you, or a fantastic day ahead of you. I have no idea, Dorian. I cannot tell you. The machinations of YouTube's mind are an enigma. I couldn't tell you. Try to go for like chill vibes tonight, you know. What else happened this weekend? I went to go see my mom. Archer got to hang out with his grandma. It was a really good time. He had a blast. She has like a bouncer there and stuff. We got to help her put up some Christmas decorations outside her house. That was fun. All in all, it was a good time. I've gotten really good at spotting these shinies, by the way. Like, really good. There are times where, like, I'll be in such a flow state, I'll be doing it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a shiny. And then 3 or 4 times later, I'll know for sure. Because some people, I think they'll go check it, and I'm like, nah, I know it's shiny, but I'm going to give it, like, 3 more checks just to make sure I'm not wrong. Doing this, though, I'll definitely notice it pretty quickly. She's doing good. She's been doing well, I will say. A little lonely, it sounds like, but it's tough to go out and like see her often. Well, with Archer and her being like an hour, she's like an hour and a half away. It's pretty rough, so we try to see her as much as we can, though. But she's doing good. We're taking her to go see Pentatonics is stopping by Columbus. The day after, or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So we're gonna go see them. We're excited. Taking my mom and then Emily. Should be good. Hello, Gluber. Welcome on in. Yeah, Dorian, we thought it'd be fun. How's it going, Gluber? 23 months. Oh, dude, you're right there. Thank you so much, Gilbert, for being a member. How you been, man? I've been filling Dorian in and anyone else who's listening on my weekend. I threw out a snake. I like saying that because it sounds more impressive if I don't expound on that. Oh my god, a snake? Clockwork. If I just leave it at that, people think I'm like Hercules. And then I broke a toilet seat. I replaced the toilet seat. I had to put weather stripping on my garage door. I took Archer to see my mom. Very busy weekend. Trying to think about what else happened. Nothing else though, really. I'm locked in. I'm trying to be like, I'm not trying to talk too loud either and stuff, you know. Trying to think about everything that's been going on. You know, we know it's late. The flow state, that's right. We know it's late. We're trying to have a chill time. So yeah, tossed out a snake, messed with the door. Fixed, broke and then replaced the toilet seat. All in all, being a homeowner is great. Yeah, I think the biggest anxiety is just where the snake come from, I guess. I'm hoping it was a one-time thing. Like, it just happened once, and we'll never see another one again. Was that 2 alphas, by the way? Was that Alpha Tepig and Alpha Charmander? I don't know. The Charmander, I wasn't sure. Tepig I knew for sure, but... Well, everyone is sleeping. Good. I want you guys to throw the stream on, fall asleep to it. And then eventually, I'm going to be like Nick, and I'm going to pop a fart noise that's really loud. Some of you will wake up. Some of you will poop the bed. Others will sleep right through it. That's not true. That's not happening. But what if? Fart jokes will never not be funny, guys. Fart jokes are timeless. I would know. A squirrel? So you guys had a mouse? Was it in your basement, or where'd you find it at? We don't have a basement, so I have a feeling we're gonna see a couple more of these. But like you said too, at least we have cats, you know. They'll mess with and scare that stuff, you know, because they have litter boxes back there. So I feel like most things would smell their poop and be like, "No, I ain't going in there. I know what's in there. Those are cats." I just hear the Scrafty. I think so. It was in the basement. Yeah, that's wild. So you saved it? So how'd you capture this mouse? I was lucky that the snake was like right there and pretty much already battered and beaten by the cats. Like when I grabbed it, it was limp. I don't think it was dead. It was moving a little bit, but it wasn't really doing anything. I was like, this poor thing's either dead or... Because it was like slithering around when I found it, but I couldn't get very far because the cats kept messing with it. It's funny. I have a hole from the roof to the basement, needs to say. I want to seal it. Oh yeah, you should. For sure. You have to seal it at the source first. Oh, it was dead? Oh no. Wait, but you said you never wanted to save it, so we did. Save it how? I'd use my hang trap for what? Oh, so you had a snake is what you're saying? And you used a dead mouse for it? I'm confused, Dorian. You said you had a mouse once. And then you said, oh, it was dead. Were you joking about the saving part? I'm so confused, Dorian. You've lost me. Oh, we have to... Yeah, quick before the quick save cuts in there. No. Okay. Guide me along this journey. Maddie, welcome on in. I was talking about your snake being dead. Oh, you think so? Probably. I mean, yeah, knowing those cats. For sure. Knowing those cats, for sure, dude. Those things are vicious. Maddie, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. And then you had to go save the mouse by using a trap. Gotcha. Yeah, they must have. I don't know. I don't know how the snake got in, and I probably never will. I'm hoping I never do. I have a camera up back there now, so if I see anything, I guess I'll let you guys know. I've been meaning to put the camera up in that room for a while, and I just never did. And now I wish I had done it sooner. Hope you're doing well, Maddie. I got the shinies on it for my Pokemon OC's party. Emotional support, Malamar, nice. I'm glad you got all the shinies. That's awesome. What shinies did you need? In case you're wondering, Manny, we're just trying to see if we can get Shalpha Charmander or Shalpha Tepig. Every time we get close, they spawn in. Every time we leave, they spawn out. So we're putting our left foot in and our right foot out. And our right foot in and then our right foot out, or left foot out. And then we put our whole body in and then we shake it all about when we do the hokey pokey. Then we turn ourselves around and we do not get Shalphas. But we do occasionally get shiny Pokemon. We don't keep them though. I ain't setting this whole thing back up. If it's a phase, we reset and we move on. We are only looking for Shalphas. Joseph.
Thanks for being a member.
Joseph, thank you so much for becoming a Kagi. I appreciate that a ton. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry Discord's a butthead. We should sue Discord. I don't know how, but we could figure it out. Razzie, thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully stream was good. Hope you got some shalphas. A Sunday! I love a good Sunday. How does it feel to see it on your end, Razzie? Is the image fun? I'm gonna be honest, I think I prefer the text after. I've seen a couple of them now, and I'm like, you know what? I think I prefer the text. Sunday on Sunday. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Villy, welcome on in. You got Malamar, Electros, and Pyroar. Pyro ended up being a Shalpha since I had it for the static one. Shalpha Frosthouse, gotcha. You didn't see it? What the hell? Maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen them on my end now when people put them in chat, and I'm just like, they're cool, but sometimes I don't know how to get rid of them. They get in the way. I'm trying to see if you're getting a friggin' Shalpha, dude, and it's like, those dumb little, like, pictures in the way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This has been happening so often, guys. You don't understand. I don't have noise on. Oh, wait, no, we don't want that. I'm trying to save a video every time I phase. I've phased quite a few times now. Going for either one, Charmander or Tepig. The stream is Charmander purely for clickbait. We are going for it, but if I get Tepig at this point, I'm just taking Tepig. Second type to remind you things you forgot. It would be nice. Very practical use case for a second Pokemon. Especially a Pokemon like Malamar. Oh boy. Hold on, I'm gonna spawn him back in here. That big is cool? Yeah, I'll take it. Embor's pretty sick, so. I don't know if this. Hopefully, you guys can still see this. I think this one's a little bit farther away, but that's okay. But yeah, I hope you all have been doing well. Thanks everybody for popping in just then. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Just telling Dorian that I had to throw a snake out Saturday morning. I broke the toilet seat, so I had to replace the toilet lid. Let's see, what else have I been talking about? I went and replaced the weather stripping on our door just in case that was part of the snake problem, but I really don't know where it came from, which is a little scary. Checked 20 and got Starmie, Gengar, and Pavilion. Oh, cool! You did get Gengar. Was it when you said you thought you were getting it? I had to like leave, but I heard you were like, I think that Gengar could be shiny. I was like, oh, hold on. Starmie's cool. Nothing on stream. Pulled in Onyx just now. That's awesome. A Shalpha Onyx, really? That's incredible. Holy cow. Like, for real, for real? Did you overload anything? If I fully believe a Malamar race hatch printed on their trainer would be much less evil than the wild ones. I would think so. I keep getting the Squirtle and Malamar. Can't seem to get a single Shalpha from World Zone 20. Have you not gotten, like, a Shalpha? You just mean a shiny Squirtle and Malamar? Not Shalpha. Still cool. You know, you gotta take shinies when you get them. Unless you're doing this. Yeah, I gotcha. There you go. No overloading. No overloading? Wow. That's incredible. Congratulations. That's cool. I really want that one. Steelix is sick. That is really cool. Just fly spamming over and over and checking. Honestly, that's what I was thinking, because, like, I think you can overload those, but, like, would it not just be faster to spam fly? And then get those checks every time, you know? I think that'd be way faster than running through the zone every time, because that's what you have to do to spawn them in. Some of those spawns are way far back. A random non-static Shalpha Malamar once. That's sick. I've gotten, I think, one of those as well. I've got one of those and a Shalpha Dragalge. That's what I've gotten as a non-static in Area 20. And that's it. And I've heard those are already ones I found on their own. So I'm like, great. Thanks for the phases. I'm like, Shalphas as a phase are so sad. You're just like, I used to be excited for this, but if it's something I don't need to evolve, I'm like, whatever. Like this look could have been spent elsewhere, but no, we're getting me another Malamar, another Dragalge. That's lovely. Gotta love it. Could have gotten a Squirtle, could have gotten a Totodile. No. No, you get Malamar and Dragalge. Shawnee, welcome on in. Yeah, everyone's getting cool shalphas. That is awesome. Y'all are stacked up. I will get cool shalphas after I get one here. But I'm not leaving until I get one. I just need one. Archer, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. 2 alphas. Thank you, Sean. Thanks for being a member for 3 months. Heck yeah. Thanks a ton. Okay, is that Charmander changing? I feel like sometimes if you don't get far enough away from an alpha, it stays an alpha. It's been a long time, yeah. I'm doing well. How are you? I got one in a few days. Oh no. I've checked nothing but these. Yeah, hype in the chat for Shawnee, guys. Thank you so much for 3 months, Shawnee. I appreciate that. And thank you for the kind message. I hope it is amazing, but so far it's been... I've almost fallen asleep a few times doing this. I'm not gonna lie. Is that a shiny Tepig? The Tepig seems to shine a lot more often. I don't know. But the Tepig does seem to shine a lot more often than the Charmander does. Just saying. Don't know why. There's not any rhyme or reason to it. Malamar on top of the shalphas, but I wanted male specifically. The biggest middle finger with a non-static shalpha female. Oh my god. How dare it stop you from living your Mega Mind dreams. Big Pig, personal problems, yeah. I'll call out alphas when I see them. We love to see alphas. I just wish they were shiny, that's all. So my numbers are 64 and 51, but you'll see me hit 50 and 65 often just to make sure, but 51 is usually when they spawn in. And then 64 is usually when they leave. So I'll go one below, above one below just to make sure, typically. Those are numbers I try to stay between when I'm doing this. You see, sometimes I move so fast that you don't see the Pokemon spawn in. I'm sure it does. It's just it doesn't load fast enough for me to see it. But it loads, trust me. So, if in case you're like, wow, Glomper's doing some really fast checks here. I'm just like that fast. And I know it's impressive. And I know you really want to tell your friends about it, but just hold off until I get the shalpha, guys. We don't want too many people here. While I'm doing this. Just spawn, please. I'm gonna sleep on this. I know. That's happened a few times, Shawnee, where I'm just like, God, I gotta get another. Because we do these checks during the day. Because when the day-night cycle kicks in, all these spawns would flip. So we have to do this during the day because it's as long as we can. So I've gotten, this is like 15 minutes, I think. So every time I boot up another one after not getting any shiny check or phases, I'm like, just end this, man. Do I really want to do another round? From the outside, just up and down stairs in a wild zone. Yeah, right. What is he doing? Some say he's the greatest shalpha trainer known to man. Really? Yeah. He just goes up and down these stairs a bunch. Does he get shalphas? No. No, I don't think he does. Doesn't that guy have a shalpha Beldum? Yeah, he's got a Badoo too. but he's got like the quickest checks you can possibly do on Pokemon, and you're telling me he hasn't even gotten a shalpha yet? No. Not a one. Not a single one. I've been doing like, so I don't know. I can't even imagine how many checks I've done. If it really is like around 1,000 an hour, I've probably checked like 3,000 to 4,000 of these things at least. That'll be weirded out, yeah. I don't even know how, like, God, like, Carly's been going through the Marie thing, and I was like, I wouldn't wish this on my my worst enemy. Little did I know, my worst enemy was in for a treat. Oh man, I look at myself in the mirror every day and I go, you monster. I just imagine that. I think I'd be weirded out. That's fair. I feel like you guys just glazed over the me mentioning I threw a snake out thing. It was so big. I'm just kidding. It was like 6 inches. It was like a worm. It was like I grabbed a worm and I tossed the worm out pretty much. Why is that person walking like that? Well, dear, when a person has a hobby they love a lot, they stick to it. And they'll say it's fun. But I think they're kidding themselves. Pig. I think it's crazy how many times there are like back-to-back alphas. I don't think it's not like I don't think it's the same one. I do think it's different. Charmander. I don't even know if we had a check there. I think we did. You have to be careful. Like that's why I do 1 up and 1 below typically, or try to shoot for those. Because like yeah, 51 and 64 are the number, but sometimes if I try to shoot for 51 and 64, I'll hit like 63 or 52, and nothing's happened at those numbers, so it feels like a waste. So we just stick to the 15. It seems to work pretty well. A macro here would be lovely, but I just can't. I think I probably could set up a macro on my one controller, but the fact that I have to like unupdate it and then re-update it to get it to connect to the Switch 2 is just like enough of a pain in the ass, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather do this instead. I'll just do it manually. It's okay. I'll be okay. But God, my fingers I think would appreciate it if I was macroing this right now, for sure. A collector. Don't be one of the kids. What does that mean? You've been hanging out with Hefty too much. Oh, I love Hefty. I'm glad. I hope you guys had a good time this weekend. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. I don't even know. Did you guys like end up streaming together or something? Or did you guys just hang out? I hope you had a good time. My dad just saw this and he was like, Shawnee, why is he doing that? Like he's trying to snipe someone and then casually move back into the shadows. He sees like the meter and he's like, what's going on? He's like, he's sneaking up on somebody and then he's not. Tell him I'm playing slots right now. Tell him this is like playing slots. It's the same thing. I'm hitting it every time and then I'm setting it back up. Every time I hit 50, it rolls the numbers, and then every time I hit 65, it resets the machine. And I'm doing this over and over again until I hit all 7s. And let me tell you, it's not easy hitting all 7s. He did say we tired him out. Oh my God. We just hung out, went to buy him a donut. That's awesome. Heck yeah, as you should. As you should. Well, that's awesome. I hope you guys had a good time hanging out. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you guys had a fantastic time hanging out. That's great. Tired him out. I bet. Till Emily, all's next. Yeah, if we have time. That's the rough part, is just like, especially in December, man, we're busy in December. We got family stuff, it's the holidays. We got our anniversary, we got Archer's birthday, Emily's birthday. Really just loaded the heck up out of December, didn't we? Didn't even mean to, that's the thing. That's the kicker. We didn't even mean to. I know, yeah, it's rough. I do really want to see you guys, though. I really want you guys to meet Archer. He's been growing so fast. You guys listening? He says, nah, you definitely played Call of Duty earlier to be doing this. Hell no. When I was younger, yes. I did used to play Call of Duty for a bit, but this is, no, I haven't touched a shooting game in, like, when was the last time I played a shooter? I guess it was Borderlands 4, so, like, September? And Black Ops 7 looks like a pile of garbage, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on the Call of Duty franchise. I'd rather go play Fortnite and be Homer Simpson. No, I wouldn't. No, I would not. But Gambit? I don't know. I haven't played any Marvel Rivals. Is Gambit out now? I hope he's out and people are having fun with him. Good, excuse you, Dorian? A good what to end the year? I knew it. I saw the blue border and I knew it was the night is falling over the city notification. Like that one kid? Fern, what are you talking about? I just said like 5 things. You mean Archer? I'm just saying, Dorian, a good bang to end the year is a crazy sentence. Just saying. You two have a good bang. No, Dorian, I don't think I will. Oh, man. Oh, Dorian. Not at your request, at least. Oh, man. Oh, babe, we have to. Why? Dorian says. Oh, well. In that case. Thanks for letting me know. At first I was like, no, that sounds ridiculous, but you said Dorian wanted us? Alright.
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up, the worst show on television.
Hey, I want more cash if you're there. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. I have been doing really well on subscribers. I don't know why. I really don't. I think that chessman video did really well, like the one where I showed people how to do the chessman overload. That people constantly comment on that, so I have to assume people are subscribing from that one. I don't know. I haven't looked at my analytics in forever. But I've been very fortunate that people keep choosing to subscribe to the channel. It's been awesome. I feel like we hit 2,000 and we've been skyrocketing ever since. It's been kind of wild. I mean, we were at like that. Yeah, Clocky. Dorian did say something crazy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Nah, mean. You guys know what I mean. With all your stuff happening, I know. We're busy. But yeah, we'd love to see you in Amber at some point in the future, for sure. It'll probably be well, weather notwithstanding, it'll probably be easier post December. Is the only thing. I don't have like any PTO right now either. That's the other thing that sucks. Let's see. I'm excited for this week, though. I don't think we got anything too crazy going on. I'm just excited to start the week. I don't know. I'm allowed to be excited for things. We phased once so far, at least, I guess. That's cool. There have been times where I've done this, and like literally 3 checks in, I'll get a shiny. They're like, well, I guess I'll reset again. Is G-Pack time, so you get some good cards to people? Heck yeah, Shawnee. Thank you so much for giving me a ton of good cards, by the way. I've really appreciated it. It's been awesome. That share feature is so cool. I love it a ton. I've shared some cards to people, too, to help them with their stuff. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Oh, speaking of TCG, I got some cards. I went to a card show on Saturday. I completely forgot what the card show I went to on Saturday. It was a good time. It was like $5 entry fee. I didn't like go and talk to Coop, but I saw him in person while people were waiting in line to talk to him, which was like good enough for me. I was like, he is real, confirmed. Let's see what we got here. Let's show off what we got. It was fun though. Yeah, we had a good time. We were there for like an hour. I got the flip-up card, found it immediately. I was like, that's the card. I asked the guy, I was like, how much is that card? He was like, it's 20 bucks. I was like, good enough. I was like, how much are the booster bundles behind you? They had like the 6-pack bundles. They were like, it's like 50. And I was like, yeah, I'll just get the Piplup, man. The centering's like not the best, but I'm not getting any of these graded. Who cares? And then I haven't opened up much black and white, so I bought the Tepig just because we picked Tepig for this, and I think this card's really cute. So I found someone that had the Tepig. Love this card. So I bought those 2 cards. I bought a 6-pack of Black Bolt because I haven't opened any of the Black Bolt and White Flare stuff. I got a Petal full art, so that was cool, but that was it. Nothing wild, I would say. And then I got this, which is pretty cool. Shiny Pokemon mat. I haven't set it up yet. But if I ever like open cards again on stream or whatever, that'll be like a fun thing to have. But it's like just an extra mouse mat pretty much. It's a card mat. It's like smaller actually than what you would use for mostly for a card mat, but got that for like 15 bucks. So all in all, pretty good haul. Tons of cool stuff. Would go again. It's just like, it was cool that it lined up with Phantasmal Flames releasing, don't get me wrong. But also like, I don't know. I was like, everything that was there for Phantasmal was so expensive. I kid you not, was on the fence about buying the Charmander promo from the UPC. A lot of booths had it for like 90 bucks. And that's like the only reason why I would want the UPC is for the promo. Because that promo, it looks so good. It's like a classic, you know. So yeah, I was thinking about opening Phantasmal, and then I was like, I'm not gonna get the Charizard anyway. Why bother? It'd be such a waste. I wouldn't get the Piplup or the Charizard, I think. So I just didn't bother with it. I was like, I'll just go for like a cheaper 6-pack. And the Black Bolt I got was like not too bad. It was 45, I think. Or no, it was 50. It was 50. Which isn't too bad because you're usually guaranteed a hit, but I didn't get anything. So it's crazy how expensive cards are now, though. Now I won't probably spend any money on cards for a while, probably. That's the sad part. If they were cheaper, I think I'd be more willing to like if they were like 50 bucks like they used to be, anytime there'd be a new drop, you know, for a couple of months, I'd buy them. Why not? But just how hard it is to get them now and how expensive they are, it's just such a shame. That's still, yeah, it's still some cash. I spent like close to 100 bucks pretty much for the whole thing. Emily got a pin. I don't know. I think she still has it on her thing, but Emily got a pin. It's a Magikarp with a Santa hat on it. We liked that. We thought that was cute. It was like $3. So honestly, if you're ever like looking to get some like locally made Pokemon merch, a card show is a good bet. This one was like a really like, it was a bigger card show, but if you can find a bigger card show near you anytime, just go. If you're looking for some merch, just go, because you'll find some decent stuff, and the merch is like usually really well priced, I would say. Well, I mean, yeah, the cards are a little expensive, but a lot of the merch that was there that I saw, I was like that mouse mat being 15 bucks is pretty sick. I think that's a pretty decent price from what I've seen on like Amazon and stuff, you know, pretty similarly priced. And it looks sick. And people were selling like tons of little figures and stuff for like under 10 bucks. And, you know, it was really sick to see. I liked it a lot. Okay, I will buy some cards this time. Yeah. If it, you know, if I'm just sad that, well, eventually I'll get like the Empoleon full art that's in Phantasmal. Looks really cool. I'll wait for Phantasmal to be out for a bit before I consider buying one though, because I'm sure it'll drop to like $2 or whatever. It'll be cheap. The Piplup, I think, will probably retain its price just because Piplup's a popular Pokemon, but who knows? It could drop. We'll have to see. We'll keep an eye on it. It'll probably drop to like 10 or something. Who knows? A Goth Punk show you try it every year? That's cool. I don't really know if there's much I'd want to get at like a goth or a punk show. What do people make for those? Like chokers? What are they making? Chokers and like black pants? I don't know. I'm sure there's some sick art at those for sure. But I don't know, like there was someone that did a lot of goth punk stuff at like an art show we went to recently. They had like a booth and it was sick. They have like big warrior women, you know, naked with like an axe in their hand, you know, muscular as heck, standing over like a fallen beast of some kind. And like every time I'd see one of those, I was like, it is like a big picture and these were expensive, but they were really well done. I'm like looking at like, where the hell am I putting that in my house? There's nowhere for that to go. Like, come on, it's ridiculous. There's no way. That booth was cool though, because they had Pokemon too. One of them was, they painted like a quick Snorlax. That was fun. But I really liked the other stuff they painted that wasn't like video game related. They did a lot of video game related stuff. But the card show was fun. It was a really good time. I completely forgot we did that. The snake thing, I guess, just took precedent in my mind. It could go anywhere. I don't think so, Dorian. I really don't. Anywhere? Yeah, right. I guess I wouldn't hate it if Archer appreciated a strong woman, but you know, we can't. The people came in like visitors and they saw that. Like, come on. That'd be a talking piece, I guess. They'd be like, well, that's definitely a picture. And I go, hell yeah, it is. How does it make you feel? And they'd be like, well, look, I guess excited? And then it's like, yeah, I bet you it does, doesn't it? Makes you feel like you can go out and do it, you know? Plays it at head level, yeah. See? But yeah, I don't. What else? What is though? Like, what else is at a goth punk show, Dorian? Did I hit the nail on the head? Is it pretty much just chokers, black pants, and what did I say? Oh, like art pieces and such. I'm sure there's way more to it than that. Is everyone dressed like Gerard Way? That's the first thing you could say. Things are better if I stayed. So long and good night. So long and good night. Steampunk and stuff, nice. Why won't you carry on this way? I don't know the words, I'm just repeating the same lines over and over again. Things are better if I stayed. So long and good night. So long and good night. I should just do a stream where I only sing MCR songs. Like, I'll get the track, the instrument track out, but then it'll be just me singing it. And everyone you knew must you take the heart you break, holding on tonight. Dude, MCR is so good. I was telling my mom, I was like, I'm getting those tickets. They're supposed to be performing here in Columbus in like May during this rock show. They're the headliners. I gotta go see them live. I have to. I've heard they're not that great, but maybe like, you know, they were out of practice. They hadn't, you know, performed in a minute. And I'm hoping now when I go see them, they'll be like really good. Maybe they'll have had more practice together since, you know. Keith, what's going on? Yes, this is the strat now. Do you want to know how to do it, Keith? I'll explain it to you right here, right now. It's pretty easy, actually. Pretty easy to explain. I go to Matt's for a week and y'all getting shinies in all sorts of ways. I'm getting shinies, Keith, but I'm not getting shalphas. That's the problem. We're not getting. I've done so many checks technically, Keith. Hit you with it. All right. Well, mine is falling over the city. Give me a minute. Nothing shiny. So, at the point that I have marked on the map, there's a spawner. There are 4 spots a Pokemon can spawn on that spawner. So you overload that spawner till it is full. Then once the spawner is full, the other spawner, you want that to be pretty much just the one spawn. There's like 2 spawners on this like desert area or whatever you want to call it. The one I'm at right now, I'm technically like kind of next to a spawner, has 3 possible spawn points. So what we do is once you overload the one spawn, you are looking for a very specific configuration of Tepig and Charmander in the back 2 spots that I'm checking right now. Or, well, technically from where I'm standing there back, but like if you're coming from Fast Travel 20, which you should be always, because Centrico Plaza is... I think the reason why the Centrico Plaza's fly point, or that gate in general, is cursed and you lose spawns when you go out of it, is because it's right next to Area 5. So I'm thinking there's like some nonsense that happens with the game where since you're close enough to Area 5 and you're close enough to spawn Pokemon there, the game just goes, well, there shouldn't be, get these Pokemon out of here. I'm trying to spawn Pokemon in Area 5. Otherwise, I have no idea why Centrico Plaza would be bleeding overloads, but from Area 20, as soon as you enter this like desert area under Anj, I guess I could just show you. I'm gonna reload the save. You always want to approach this overload from this direction. So you fly into that gate over there, and from this gate, you pretty much approach in this direction. So right now, this is not the combination we want. We have Tepig, and then we have Hippowdon. What we want is the Charmander and the Tepig, because it'll always be these 4. We always want them. Oh my god, this fruit came so far. Tepig in this spot, and then Charmander. It doesn't matter if it's where Charmander is and where Tepig is, as long as it's those 2 spots. And then this spawner, you typically want that spawn to be like all the way over there, like behind this rock. I think it can spawn like right over here. This Pokemon can. So if you like come over here to set this up, the Pokemon that spawns here, you usually just want to knock it out and save. Or hope that it spawns further away, so it's not too in your way. You're just tired of running? Oh, I feel that so much, Drycon. I feel that so much. Welcome on in. But yeah, Keith. So then what you do is you put a pin kind of where I have a pin there. Or sorry. So once we've overloaded it, we want it to be daytime for as long as possible while we're doing these checks. Because if it goes to nighttime, it resets the spots for the Pokemon. So you'll want to do a day reset and then start looking for the Charmander and the Tepig in the correct spots. And then once you know those are there, what you do is you run over here and you put a pin. That's pretty much where the spawner is. This pin right here, as I believe pretty much where the spawner is located for all these Pokemon. And then you run roughly around 50 meters close to it, and then 65 away. And every time you do this, I don't know if you see it. You will when I zoom in here. To reset this. It's pretty wild. welcome on in. I've been kind of wanting to make it short to explain this. I think Razzie was telling like Nick to do it, and then I was like, oh yeah, you should do that, Nick. That'd be cool. But I don't know if he will. I'd have to ask him, because I feel really bad if I like made one, and then he was like, but I made one too. I want to see if he makes one. Big thanks to Papa Hefe. Papa Hefe is the reason why we know all this, by the way. He did it's like an 8-minute video, honestly, not that hard of a watch. I liked it a lot. It's really good. Highly recommend it. But he's the one that figured this all out, of course. The man knows Pokemon, shiny Pokemon hunting, like inside and out. The dude's so smart. So the day-night cycle will reset the spawns, yes. So you have one day to make it happen from the day-night cycle, yeah. So what you do, Keith, is once you get over to where I'm at, you save as early in the day as possible once you can confirm all the conditions are correct, you know? You'll save over here, and then if you don't get the shalpha you're looking for, or the shiny, you just reset before it becomes nighttime. You have to do it before it becomes nighttime, obviously, because I think it auto-saves when hits full nighttime or whatever. I've had it a couple of times for sure where I've seen the loading circle pop in and I've taken too long, but I'll like reset right when that circle pops up and I go back to my save. It's pretty good, so there's some leeway. Sick. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, every time I'm doing this, I'm spawning new ones in. It's pretty quick. You get a lot of checks. And no, it doesn't autosave, oddly enough. It doesn't? It looks like it should because the circle's there. Interesting, huh? Interesting. But yeah, this is the best way to check these two for sure. As far as we know, I mean, who knows? I'm hoping maybe there's a better way to hunt them. Come the DLC, but we'll see. I doubt it. This is probably the best way to do it. And day and night cycle soft reset. Gotcha. This is like the fastest way to do it. You can't AFK this either. I mean, you can set a macro and run it, but you have to be present because you have to be there to reset your game to start all over again. Or if you phase, you know, if you get a shiny, you're not getting a shalpha. So if you're looking specifically for a shalpha, I will say though, if you're looking for a shiny, you will get one pretty quickly. I will say you will get one within the first like 2 hours, I think, for sure. Even if you're like unlucky, that's 2,000 checks, and if you have charm, that's like double charm odds. You should be good. You faced on a hippo? Oh no. See, that's why I'm doing it this way, because we only get checks on Tepig and Charmander this way. And then Keith, I don't know how to do it. I haven't really looked into this because I haven't been too interested. Like, I'm okay with getting either of these as a shalpha, but apparently you can isolate the Tepig or the Charmander, so you're only getting Charmander spawns or only getting Tepig spawns. It's pretty cool. Keith is cracked. Keith is cracked. He doesn't even need me to tell him how to do all this. He'll just get one. He already has Shalpha Squirtle. Like, come on. You don't even gotta do this, Keith. He'll be fine, I'm sure. Double alpha all the way. Dash, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We have been doing this. We haven't really we've only gotten one phase, which is kind of sad. Usually I phase a little more often. I was this morning, that's for sure. I think I was doing checks for like 2 hours this morning and nothing. Well, yeah, it was almost 2 hours pretty much. No, you're good, Dragon. You're great, actually. I don't think your room has been too bad at all. Once I have all 4 spawning in, I can fly to zone 20. Yes. So the thing that breaks. Okay, so here's the thing, Keith. This overload spawner isn't like Anj. It's like way more sensitive to bleeding spawns. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know all that triggers it, but what I do know triggers it is the gate that's over there. So to the right, do you see that gate over there? That's the Centrico Plaza fly point. If you leave that gate or fly, I don't know what it is. I think it's the proximity to Area 5, but I don't know for sure. You will typically bleed a spawn. Like if you approach these spawns from that boardwalk over there as well, you also have a pretty good chance of bleeding a spawn that way too. Like you have to come up through that that weird way that I just showed you earlier. Every time you come to overload this spawn, you have to come that way over and over again. I'm off till Wednesday. Somebody crazy with it. Good luck. You're gonna need it. The spawns near you are not affected. They are not. The only spawns we're checking right now are Tepig and Charmander, because we're just far enough away to take those spawns out and then put the new ones in. If we were to keep going and we despawn the Hepadon, the Lucario, this wouldn't work. I sent the Dratini Hunt to do Whirlpeed, but I'm finishing the game. Good luck. Get the game done. Get the charm. You'll appreciate it. So if we do it this way, I guess, I don't know. Papa FA is the one that did the math. Apparently, if you're quick enough at doing this, you can get like around 1,000 checks an hour, which is pretty nuts. If you just want a shiny, this is a great way to get a shiny for sure. This is like the way to get shiny Charmander, without a doubt. There's 7 there split into 2 sections. The 3 spawns furthest away from the fly spot is safe. Gotcha. Yeah, the area 20 fly spot's fine. I never bleed spawns when I fly to area 20. So that fly point's okay. But I don't know if you go like anywhere else, Keith, if you'll bleed a spawn. It's a very fragile spawner. So if you want to science that, let me know. Because I'm scared to leave until I get this hunt. Until I get at least 1 shalpha tepig or 1 shalpha charmander. And I want to make a video showing people how to set this up, but I don't want to set this up again. Not unless I want to, unless I'm going to do it for like a video or whatever. But I want to get the shalpha first, you know, to show that it does, like, you know, if you want a shalpha, you can get it done. Nick did this and he got the shalpha charmander and the shalpha tepig within like 7 phases of each other, which is crazy. At first I was like, oh, come on, that can't be too hard. And then I've been doing this now for quite a while. And he got lucky because I've phased quite a bit. He got super lucky. Because good lord, I've been doing this a while now. It does bleed the ones you're hunting. But the other half is safe. Right, Centrico Plaza is what you're talking about, right? The south fly point. The label for that is Centrico Plaza. The end of your luck? I don't know. It's kind of crazy some of the luck people have had. Like Amba got Shalva Sliggoo, which is crazy. As a Sliggoo. Which is nuts. The spawn rate on that's crazy. Doing bench resets only to get Afflictioner? Dang, dude. But yeah, this is really good for just, if you're just looking for regular shiny Tepig or shiny Charmander, you'll get it pretty quickly, I would say. Out of the... We've seen one already out of the hour I've done streaming so far, so... Nah, she's trying to force a result. Oh, yeah. Well, she got it done. That's all that matters. Plus, that result is not an easy result to get. Or are you talking about like that one loser that was in her comments on the video today? Dude, I knew the world was a great place when I saw that comment. Well, I saw that there was like 20 comments on the video. And then I was like, okay. That's cool. People are liking the short. That's awesome. And it's literally just one guy and then like 20 replies to this idiot. Oh, man. I was giggling, dude. I was kicking my feet in the air, giggling. I was like, God, this community's great. This is so funny. Because, like, if you open the comments, it's just one comment. It's one comment with, like, 20 replies. I've never seen that before. It's so funny. Hi, Ranchum. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We're going to stream for, like, a little bit longer here, but not too late. I ain't trying to... The Hollow Knight streams, they were too late. I've looked back on those now, and I'm like, I cannot be streaming that late. We'll probably do one more day-night cycle, and then we'll call it. You can't even see them when everyone else is jumping on this dude. Oh, did you hide them? That's so funny. Oh, my God. That's even funnier. This idiot. He's, like, rage baiting for sure, but it's like, he's not even doing well. You know, also you don't get paid to rage bait. Like, what's the point? Who cares? That kid's not getting ad revenue off of every comment, you know? It's like one thing to rage bait, it's like clickbait or whatever, but it's a whole other thing when there's like, what is the purpose? What is the gain you get? I didn't hide them. Oh, YouTube won't even let you see them. That's so funny. Huh. That's funny. Maybe it's because they got 20 comments on it. Up to 2 spawns. Nice, Keith. 2 more to go. Only ever pull Hippowdon or Charmander, by the way. Those are easy to pull. If you get like I try to make sure when I'm pulling, I'm trying to pull from like, you see where that Tepig just spawned? On the right over there. I try to pull from that spawn every time because it's far enough away You know, I'll drag how I overload with these is I'll drag them all the way over to the fly point 25 point or whatever. And then I'll get really far from them and then I'll take them back here. I usually break the leash twice. Well, I'll break it once and then the second time they're close enough to the gate that I don't have to like break it again, but I'll save them there at the gate. And then I'll, you know, walk away. And then when I bring them back, it's important to know that you don't want to go through the gate down there to like set overload spawns, because sometimes you will bleed a spawn doing that. So like I'll drag one over and I'll be like, oh boy, 3 spawns. And then if I save outside of that gate and then restart the game and then fly over to area 20, I'll lose a spawn. I'm like, how did that happen? Oh my god, it's so dumb. So I try to bring them over to where they normally spawn over here after I you know, because you're supposed to bring them close to their spawn point again. And then I try to break aggro inside of the zone, usually on the outside border walk thing. And then you don't want to despawn them, obviously, but you can despawn the Pokemon around them. It's not too big a deal. You know, you can get far enough away from them. You just want to make sure the Pokemon you're overloading doesn't despawn. And then you save once you know you don't have aggro anymore. And the overload should overload the spawn. So that's what I've had the most success with, setting the spawner up. I was just staying inside the zone as much as possible so that I didn't like bleed or anything. What are you OMGing, Norian? Dude deleted it. He deleted it? The world is a better place. I called him a bot at one point. It was funny. The dude was like, how is this even impressive? And I was like, God forbid someone have fun with their video game, pretty much. I said it different, but that's pretty much what I meant. And then he went on to be like, well, how is this impressive? How is any of this impressive? And I was like, dude, you're a bot. I didn't even mention this being impressive. Like, the odds are crazy, but no offense. Like, the gameplay is you going in and out of a door. It's not in any case impressive other than like the patience it requires to do so, but you know, you can AFK it to some extent. So it's like, is it impressive? No, I wouldn't necessarily say it is, but it's really cool. And the odds are, you know, the odds are pretty crazy, you know, they're pretty whacked. Still, like, not many people are gonna see a shalpha Sliggoo. Not at all. She did it for like, and that's the thing too, he didn't even know. He was like, she's probably been doing it for hours. She literally did it for like 20 minutes. That dude didn't even know. That dude was like just assuming all sorts of stupid nonsense. He was pissed. Why? Just because he doesn't have like a turbo controller or something? Like, I bet you that dude has the game, but he's like, you know. He just doesn't have a turbo or a macro controller. He's just pissed that people are getting shiny Pokemon and he's not. It reeked of jealousy, man. I don't know. Definitely worth the future arthritis, yes. But yeah, I really wish I had a macro controller for this. This is like the only thing that's made me want one, though. Otherwise, I've been pretty good at rubber banding and turboing. But I think I just gotta shut up and get a macro controller. I think I just gotta pull the plug. Totally, yeah. If I could just run this for like 15 minutes and like watch a video and then occasionally look over while this runs up and down the stairs. Oh, God, I wish. It'd be so nice. My hands would appreciate it a ton, you know? 91 out of 227 without a turbo controller. That's awesome. Are you doing Shinies Drycon or are you doing a Shalpha Dex? Also, I don't know, is this your first time on my stream today? I appreciate you dropping on in. I can't remember if we've met before. I apologize if we have. I have a lot going on in my life at like any given moment, and that's not to like dismiss you, you know, but Shiny's been collecting alphas and alternate forms. Nice. Still cool though. 91 shinies without a turbo controller is pretty sick. But yeah, not to be dismissive, it's just sometimes it's hard to remember. I'm a face person, not a name person, so on the internet it's hard to remember some people because some of y'all, you know, and your pictures are so small on my screen. I'm getting old. Hard to see them. Four out of 9 perfect forms, nice. That's sick. I have 2. I have 2 shalpha furfru, and I think one is a kabuki and the other one's the pharaoh one. This will pretty much be their last round of checks here until we hit nighttime or a phase. If we hit a phase first, that'll be it. So, no shalpha today, I think. You know, that happens though. Yeah, I've been getting pretty used to it doing this. I feel like this game is really like spoiled us when it comes to getting shalphas. So, knowing that, you know. There are still hard hunts in this game is kind of like humbling, I guess. Well, I don't know about humbling, but I feel like I was full of hubris coming into all these hunts. I'm like, I already got shalpha Beldum, shalpha Badu, like, I'm like, I got shalpha Chespin, man, we'll be fine. This hunt, in and out, 20 minutes. No, this is like any other shiny Pokemon hunt. But that's cool though, you know, like, yeah, if we did the regular shiny, then, you know, we would have gotten it pretty quickly, but, you know, doing the shalpha thing and all that, this is actually kind of fun. But knowing you can phase this many times on regular shinies, you know, when you're looking for shalphas, and this is like the fastest you could ever check Pokemon, it's rough. Like, it doesn't get faster than this. All tears, yeah. Made you want a Puther Frog? That's fair. Breakdown activities. What do you mean? Breakdown how? You want me to supposed to move? Right here? These are some breakdown activities. Ooh, Alpha Charmander. Seeing double alphas there is always cool too. Double Alpha Charmander and Alpha Tepig. Pretty cool. It means somewhere out there, somewhere is going to get lucky enough to get a Tepig and a Shalpha Charmander in the same check. And I love that world. It's a beautiful world. Big Char. Big Pig. You guys don't see me touch that rock. You guys won't see me do it again. That's kind of how this feels. Big char. Yeah, big thanks to everybody that stopped by today. Joseph, if you're still out there, big thanks to you for becoming a member. Thanks to Galuber for 23 months. And y'all are great. I'm trying to think. Who else have we had come through here? Shawnee's been a member for 3 months. Big thanks to Shawnee for being a member that long. That's awesome. Cool. And that is that. Oh, and then Razzie gave me that's not included in the fan funding, and I hate that. Razzie gave me 100 jewels, but that's not in there. What the heck?
Ooh-wee.
2 heckin' years,
Thanks for
Keith.
being a member.
Thanks for being a member for 2 years. For 2 years, Keith. Thanks a ton. You guys just ever make new words on accident. Two years is crazy. Thank you so much, Keith. That's awesome. I appreciate the support. That's like wild. You've supported me for that long. That is awesome. I ever remember, like, I know where I'm at on the stairs just because of like where I'm at on the count. I know I'm going up and down the stairs. Like if I'm strip stairs, there we go. I can get fancy with it. Oh my god, it's crazy. Oh, there's a phase, guys. So many phases, you know. There's a phase right there. There it is. Charmander. I hit the bench by zone 20 spawn because I knew it was going to be too late to make it. When I got back, there were still 2 there. I don't know where you were in the steps to know whether or not you... Okay, so here's the list, right? If you want to overload, this is how you do it. Especially this zone in particular, right? I just fast traveled. Guys, I hate when I do things absent-mindedly. That's not too bad though. I still have the spawns. I just have to reset up the position. Oh yeah, but the shiny Charmander's there now. Oh no, did I screw this up? I think I screwed this up. I think I screwed this up bad. I guess I have to catch the shiny Charmander. Darn. Shoot. I guess I have to overload it, Keith. You want to see me overload this? Here, we'll overload it. I gotta reset the time though. I gotta reset this anyway. Might as well. I think catching it screws it up though, but whatever. Yeah, you guys just ever absentmindedly do something and then just screw up the whole thing you're doing? It's the worst. Alright. As always, we're gonna make sure it's daytime. A fresh daytime. We're gonna do this from the top. I'm gonna catch this Charmander. And then I will just do it from there. And then maybe I'll get lucky and I'll overload it. Maybe it will be peachy keen. Okay. pull it all the way to gate 20. In fact, it's almost better if we don't. But it's far enough away from the spawner now that we'll be good. Welcome on in. Oh. Is it Harry Butt Tickler? It's just like 1 T in butt though, right? Not 2. Welcome on in. I'll just call you 95. We're not moving this pin. So it's there. So we'll just go like... God, I could screw this up, I guess. But, well, not until I don't save. I bet it's like... This is far enough. Usually if we get this far, but not touching the building, we're good. Or is it still there? That's usually around like 65. But really, 65 is not the number we need. It's more just so that we need the Pokemon to spawn at the spawner over there, and we're 140 units away. Like, we should be good. So I'm just gonna save here. It's butt liquor. Whatever. 95 or butt tickler. Yeah, I see. I know how to read. I thought butt liquor there though. It's the same word. Butt liquor. Ickler. Oh, Ickler. Butt Ickler. That's confusing. Alright, we're gonna pull this hippo. Okay, so Keith, I've moved it, right? And I moved far away and I saved and reset. Now we're gonna move the hippo back to where it belongs. Hopefully we don't catch any other Pokemon aggro, but I think we caught the Malamar, so this might screw us up. I'm hoping we get far enough away from the Malamar that it doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Okay, we should be good. My friends already, they took it from you? That's rude. We should be fine, I think. If I've done this right, there will be 3, but there could be 2 here just because I think when you catch a Pokemon on the spawner, you bleed a spawn, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Oh, Malamar saw me too. My friend Malamar is not being friendly right now, guys. Oh man, it pulls just like the hippo does. I don't like that. We're gonna drag the hippo in here real quick. Oh no, there's 3. Yeah, there's 3 here. Okay, hold on, we might be good. I have to pull aggro away from the... Oh no, the hippo's not gonna be there anymore. Hold on. This Malamar is gonna be hard to play around, but I think we can get this done. I think there is 3 here, so if I can do this right, we'll be good. So you saw how the hippo was like booking it down the boardwalk there? We kind of want, like, as we pull the aggro away from that, right? You know? Okay, cool. We get the Malamar there. We kind of want it to go up here because then it'll like sit in this area for a minute before it goes to the boardwalk, typically. We don't want to go out the gate. Going out that gate will bleed a spawn, trust me. Every time I've set this up, I'll bleed a spawn doing that. I'm trying to get these Pokemon to not look at me anymore. Yeah, we lost it. It's not easy. I'm doing a challenge playing as a character Roy from Horizons and Violet. Cool. But Keith, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to save while the Hippowdon is like over there in that spot. Or close to that spot, I should say. Oh, this Malamar. This Malamar sucks. Typically, I can get the hippo farther in here too, but I've got its leash so far away right now that it just doesn't. The Malamar is so annoying, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing. Amber, what you gonna do? What thing you doing? What's the thing? This Malamar's so annoying. I just have a Honchkrow. A Honchkrow? Oh, yeah, go ahead. We had fun. This Malamar is so annoying, dude. Well, I could just knock it out, I guess. As long as we don't knock out the Hippowdon, we should be good. Alright. Typically, you can get the leash to be a little bit farther on Hippowdon. I don't know. I guess we can get it over here, and maybe that'll count close, or is close enough to the spawner. Hold on. No, it's not close enough now. I'll have to pull it again. It does that though sometimes. Ugh. We're just having trouble with this one because of this freaking Malamar, man. It doesn't have to. So I've done this before, and I guess I got lucky on the water spawn, not really pulling too much aggro. I don't know. Usually I can get past it without it noticing me at all. See, like there, we're good. Didn't notice me there. And then I'll save the Hippowdon's like in the middle of the spawn pretty much right now, right? And then we reset. So once we get the Hippowdon to where we got it, back to where it would spawn originally pretty much, right? We're pretty dang close. We're gonna load the save. We're going to immediately open up our map here before we get aggroed, and then we're going to travel to area 20. And then we're going to run specifically, we don't want to run up the boardwalk this time, we want to specifically run through this gap over here. And if I did this correctly, there should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. And they're in the correct position, the Tepig and the Charmander. Oh my god. Wait, is that our... No, it's regular Tepig, right? Yeah. Oh my god. And the Charmander's in a good spot too. You set it back up. And it's like pretty much daytime. Oh my god. We're good. Set it back up. We're good. It's like we never lost it, guys. Isn't that crazy? I gotta like pull up the thing again, but is this Tepig still trying to get me? Dude, back off. Dude, back off. I'm gonna blow my cover, dude. Oh my god. It's like I don't know, you'll know you've gotten the right spot for the thing when it's on like the rock over there. That's kind of where I base it at. That's probably pretty good. Pretty good? Pretty good. I have to see what's around 60 though. It's kind of weird. So now we're between 60 and 45. Okay. Good to know. Shicker, what's going on? It was good, Shicker. I had a eventful weekend. We had a good time for the most part. It was good. But there you go, Keith. I did it. Our numbers are different now, which is kind of annoying me, but that's okay. It's always a 15-meter gap, pretty much. So I'm pretty sure it's 45 and 60. Yeah, around 60. It's like 59, I think, technically, but look at that. And we have most of the day to do it too, since we had just switched it to daytime, and we only had to overload the one spawn. So wow. And the Hippowdon, the Lucario and the Hippowdon are in arguably better positions just because I still see the Charmander. That's weird. This right here should be 65 though, so I've like screwed this up a little bit. Okay, I think I've got it back to where I want it. The thing is though, the spawn isn't in the right spot on the save. I have to like, we've already saved, I'm pretty sure. If not, we're at the area 20 gate anyway. Pick up a MacBook book that got repaired to the little guy at the Lego store. He had a blast. He loves Gecko. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Lego is fun. We love Legos. Okay, so we want Oh, they're not there. Did I lose them? Uh-oh. Oh no, the Tepig's being a bitch. Or my friend. Here, I gotta go aggro the Tepig real quick because it's like not in its spot. I was like, what is going on? The Tepig's just not in the correct spot, that's all. We have to pull the aggro from it and then it should go back to where it belongs, I think. Or I've screwed it up. Which is very possible. Hippo, go away. Hippo, you don't see me. Hippo, leave. Hippo, you know this isn't your home. This is a mess. I have to get the Tepig to frickin' ugh. The thing is, I think where I saved the Tepig is so far away that I've screwed this up. Dang, dude. I had to wait for the Tepig to go back. We're okay. We can like, what we'll do is I'll bench area 20 fly and then we'll go from there. And we'll set this back up proper. Let me get the spawn point set up properly too, because I think it's this big rock. Roughly. No, it's actually the small rock, I think. Getting a shalpha here would be funny too. Alright, that's probably correct. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get de-aggroed and then we're gonna fly back to area 20 and then we gotta get this configuration needs to be correct here. Do the day-night cycle here too. We won't lose us anything. Oh god, I was supposed to end stream like 20 minutes ago and then I screwed this up. I was like, well, I gotta set it back up. Oh man. But yeah, we want Tepig and Charmander both to be in either of those two spots, so. If we can get it in those two spots, that's great. If not, we'll just spam fast travel 20. Hopefully we get it early in the day. If it's not early enough in the day, we can always bench, but it's never too big a deal anyway. You don't gotta be that early. Charmander and Tepig, I believe, are in the correct spots? No. It's incorrect. Also, Alpha Hippowdon, I don't need that. Just walking around. I don't need to accidentally aggro that, thank you very much. Charmander in the right spot, Tepig in the right spot, alright. So we're good there. Lucario in a good spot too, alright, I'll take that. I think we're good. We have to make sure everyone's in the proper spot when we save here. Thank you, Sugar, I appreciate that. Actually, let me do this. Cool. Cool, and we're back. Thank goodness. And we got the Hippowdon and the Lucarios, and like, I think probably one of the best spots, honestly. They shouldn't mess with us too much from here. Yeah, I have no idea, Nick. Welcome on in, Nick. I had a question, Nick. Okay.
Thanks for
yeah, let's go, Nick. I don't know where. I think it's all from shorts. I really have no idea. I'll look and I'll let you know, because I know you're a numbers guy. I'd be more than happy to let you know, because I really don't know. It's been kind of wild. I'd have to see what short it is specific. I think it's the Chespin one I did. But Nick, if I do get this shalpha sometime this century, I would love to do like a how-to video on this, but I know like you were thinking about maybe doing it, I think, in one of the chats we were in. I don't know. I know like technically Papa Hefe already has an 8-minute video on how to set this up, but like I think it'd be cool if there was like a short form one out there that someone made. I would make it, but I don't think I will, because I want to get a shalpha first. I just did a little like little way to show. I did get the spawn re-overloaded. I accidentally got a shiny Charmander phase, and then instead of resetting, I fast traveled to zone 20 like an idiot. So I had to catch the shiny and then reset the whole thing back up, but we're good now. I do have it set back up. Thank goodness. But yeah, I'm really just trying to get shalpha Tepig or shalpha Charmander. Because if you were kind of thinking about making it, I think you should, because I think that's what I'm getting a lot of my views from, is from that Chespin short that I did. All my subs, I think, are from that. I love that short purely because there are people in the comments that have said they've gotten shinies as a result of doing that method, and it makes me feel so good knowing that they watched a video of mine and it got them the shiny they wanted. I think that's awesome. Way back in chat. What do you say in response to your subs? Oh, it's probably a short that I made. I think it's the Chespin one that I did. I was asking you if you were planning on making a how-to video for Charmander and Tepig, like this method, because you should. And if you don't think you will, then I'm going to eventually. Just so you know. When I get the shalpha. I don't know if I'm ever getting the shalpha here, but it'd be nice. Probably not. Go for it. Okay. If I ever get the shalpha, is probably when I'll make the video, because then I'll just do it from fresh and I'll show people how it all works. So I think that'd be cool. Nope. I thought that Tepig was shiny for a second in the alpha, but nope. Nope. Chuck Testa. Shiny Alpha Chespin? Oh, 6 phases is crazy, Nick. Your luck is nuts. Like, Nick, I need you to understand, I have phased so many times. This is like Carly and Mareep levels of phase at this point. Well, not quite, but it's been close. It's been dang close, that's for sure. I've been doing this for hours now, and I've not gotten a single shalpha from it. Not like today, I just mean in general, but every time I pick my Switch up, man, I'm doing this. And I think I've been doing this for like at the beginning of the stream I said for at least 3 to 4 hours I've been doing this. It's probably more than that. I'm probably way under guessing how many hours I've actually put into doing these checks at this point. Which I think is wild, because I've checked so many at this point. I had to have, you know. So my Pokemon is spawning in at 50? Yes. Okay, so I'll probably go to 49, because before they were spawning. So that means 63? Okay, so I'll do 65 and 49 just to make sure here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's awesome, though, Nick. Congratulations on the Shalpha Chespin. That is sick. I love that. That's like a cool method. I wish Fennekin had something like that. Stop in and say hey, but I gotta sleep. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll see you in stream tomorrow if you're streaming tomorrow. I'll definitely see you there. But yeah, I'll let you know where my growth came from, because I was wondering about that too. I haven't really looked. I like anytime I open the YouTube Studio app, I have like 10 more subs, and I'm like, where are all these people coming from? Who are all you people? Fennekin, good luck on Fennekin. The best way to do Fennekin, it's kind of cool because like Fennekin is like bench resets, or you can do resets. I think resets are like a better active way of checking it, which is cool. But I will say benching Fennekin is probably the only thing I don't like about benching for Fennekin overnight is that you could phase on it and not know. That's my greatest fear. Like, I could get Shalpha Fennekin. I've benched a few times over there, and there's a chance that I've had Shalpha Fennekin and I've just never seen it. There's a chance I've despawned it. And I think that the fact that that's a possibility makes me sad. It makes me so sad. The Powdon is just kind of in the way. Otherwise, this is a pretty good configuration. The Lucario closest to me will never see me if I never go too close, and then the Lucario on the right there will never get in my way as far as like checks here. Check every 2 hours. Yeah, it's true. But if you're doing like a sleep hunt, you know, or if you're doing it like while you're sleeping, I'm not getting up every 2 hours to check response. No thanks. You know, I'm good there. But yeah, you'll get used to whatever your 2 numbers are, but they're typically about 15 units apart. Your numbers might not be the same as my numbers. Mine are between like 65 and 49-ish. 49 is roughly where they spawn back in, and 65 is roughly where they despawn. I think 50 is technically when they respawn, but I like to go 1 over just to make sure. 1 under, I mean. And then I like to go 1 over the despawn just to make sure we're actually despawning stuff and respawning it. You suck at overloading that side for some reason. I actually... So the biggest thing for overloading that side, the biggest tip I have to make sure that it stays overloaded is that dragging the Pokemon like into the spawn and then booking it as fast as you can, but not like losing it, you know, from spawn. Like you don't want to run 70 meters away, but you do want to book it away within zone 20, and then you want to save while it's still in there, you know. Is kind of the biggest thing. You don't want to leave that gate. The Centrigo Plaza area, this area right here is cursed. You don't want to leave at all. You go through that area even just to like save real quick and fly back to like set the spawn. You'll ruin it, trust me. You will bleed a spawn. That's annoying. But like what I just did there, it worked. The overload I just did on stream. It did work, and that's how I usually do it, and it's pretty consistent. So if I ever get a shalpha, I will do a how-to. I don't know. I like doing the how-tos, but it's like there's a lot to say. I usually like record audio for it. Dorian, you just got your first shalpha, like full odds. What'd you get? I'm assuming you're full odds. I don't know if you have charm yet. What did you get, Dorian? Your first shalpha is, drumroll please. Vaporeon! That's awesome. Oh, that is so good, Dorian. Heck yeah. Congrats there. You're all set up on a Keith? Heck yeah. Watch Keith get it like right away. And then I will fully feel what it's like to know that I guide others to a treasure that I cannot possess. Full odds is awesome, Dorian. Congratulations. Shiny Vaporeon is so good. Definitely one of my favorite shiny evolutions. It's like Umbreon is my favorite, and then Vaporeon is... It's either between Vaporeon or Sylveon for my second favorite. Leafeon as a Pokemon has kind of grown on me, but its shiny sucks still. The shiny's never grown on me. That shiny sucks so bad. But as a Pokemon, Leafeon is starting to grow on me. I wasn't that big of a fan of it before, but the more I play it, the more I'm like, actually, this ain't bad. In this game, it's actually pretty good. You can Swords Dance and Synthesis quite a bit. Leaf Blade does a pretty good amount of damage, and Quick Attack's not too bad either. So, you know, honestly, not a terrible evolution. Pretty good. Does some good damage. See, that time I didn't see them spawn in, so I think I really do have to like 49 or lower to get them to spawn in. I think I'm between like 48 and 64 now or something. Sometimes I get them to spawn on 50. I don't know. I think technically the number is 50, but I'll hit 49 every time just to make sure. We're getting a pretty good amount of checks now because I've saved like right pretty much at like the top of the day now too, so we'll get more checks per day than we were before, which will be cool if I ever actually get a macro controller and set that up. It's rough. I was like feeling like we had a decent amount of funds to do it, and then I don't know. Part of it too is like I do make a decent chunk of change doing this whole YouTube thing, and you guys have been very incredibly kind. So we've been fortunate that we've had money coming in on the channel recently, thanks to the Pokemon and all that, and you guys being just super kind and awesome. But also, it's like hard to know what to do with that cash, because like getting a macro controller would make sense, because I think it would make these hunts a bit more like fun, off and on stream. Just because it wouldn't be me doing this the whole time. I could kind of like focus on chat a little bit more and pull up like stuff on Chrome or whatever for talking points or whatever. But you know, I've also wanted to get like a new profile picture or something done by somebody. But then it's like, I broke that toilet seat, and that toilet seat was like $50. And then we had to get new weather stripping, and I don't know. It's rough. It's like, I want to put the money towards stream stuff, but also real life stuff is happening all the time, you know? So just understand that when you guys do donate to me, it goes to a good place. It's either going right back into the stream, or it's going towards, you know, someone that appreciates it greatly and is putting it to good use. I'm not wasting it by any means. So I really do appreciate you guys spending your hard-earned dollars on me. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys a ton. Yeah, we're not really getting a good look on the Pokemon on the left right now, but we're still getting checks. If it's shiny, we'll know. The Pokemon can move positions, so like you can have a shiny and then it could be on the left, and then the next time you check it could be on the right, but the shiny will stay, so that's all we really care about. So eventually we'll see the shiny. If we don't see it on the left right away, we'll see it on the right eventually. It's good, Dash. You get the charm and your life will change, actually. Trust me. It's very true. It's pretty good. Alright, I think we'll call it there. I was going to call it earlier anyway. But I don't think we're getting anything here. We even got some extra checks in, but nothing there. Alright, well, you guys have been awesome. I appreciate y'all a whole ton. Thanks a bunch for following along today. Y'all have been great. It's late. Big thanks to Nick for being a member for 2 friggin' years. Keith for being a member for 2 years. Shawnee for being a member for 3 months. Joseph becoming a Kagi again. And Galuber for being a member for 23 months. Y'all are awesome. I'm sure I'll see you guys around. And this is Clocky. Clocking out. I'll see you around.